Do you remember Carlton Sheets by chance?
Yeah.
Remember buy properties with other people's money?
Yep.
I think that was the first course I ever bought. I listened to it and I was like, okay, I don't think I got my $149.99 out of this, but this is interesting.
Yeah.
Going around trying to find people who would hold the note, you know, when you're buying your first property or whatever. But the get out there and just give it a shot has got more to do with being successful or not being successful than anything does.
Yeah, and I think America was built off of a unique group of people that wanted to leave all these other places. We're a country of migrants, immigrants more than anybody. So we have this spirit here that's far different, in my opinion, than anywhere else because we're the result of all the people that wanted something better, you know, generations. But in Texas, I think that's a little bit stronger. The debtor laws in Texas are more protective than almost any other state. So it was kind of a debtor's haven in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So folks flocked here. So those were the wild. Of those that came to America, the wilder ones even came here. So that's why I think like where we're at right now is a really unique group of people in Texas.
Texas is, I haven't lived here. I don't get that bragging point like you do. I'm not a native, but I've been here from Washington State, so up north of Seattle. But the attitude in Texas is rad. It's ask forgiveness, not permission. Yeah, it's just that.
Enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can all go to hell, but I'll go to Texas.
You know, I think you have to have some responsibility with that, unless you're just a reckless asshole. But you have to be honest. You have to do the best you can. But with doing that, it makes me feel a lot better about going for what you want because I didn't break any necks along the way intentionally, but I did the best I could. But I still went after what I wanted. Yeah, thank you all, appreciate it, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, and I think there's, you know, we've got so many oil and gas guys here and gals that they're like, oh yeah, made 10 million, lost 10 million. I still got up and went after it the next day. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you start talking to people like that, there's not this weird, oh, I don't know, you know, up in the north or in the real unionized states. Yeah. Oh, you know, I don't know. And you're just like, no, fuck that. Let's go. Let's go. Like, let's just get cranking. Like, whatever you want to do, get going. Don't quit and don't start over. Just keep adding stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's no doubt about the fact that action 100% outweighs your intentions. You can, what do all the law of attraction people say? You got to visualize. You got to make a vision board.
It's very methodical.
All this shit. And I'm like, man, that took a long ass time. If you would have just gone and done some shit and talked to some people.
I think the same way. When folks say, what are your goals? What are your plans? I've told people a lot, you're going to laugh, and I'm not that organized. I go to work, and I know I'm going to do a lot of things that day. And like, what things? I'm like, things. I don't know things. I'm going to go there and do things. And if I do enough of those things, and I do those things a lot, probably going to get some productivity, might make some money. That's how basic and terrible these goals are. But you know what? We do a lot of action, so we get a lot of things.